Hi everybody, I am Dr. Jervik and I am going to be your nursing 353 instructor for this spring. I am super excited for us to be working together. Just going to do a quick review of Canvas and the syllabus. I find that if I take this time to do that, we have more time in class and we have a very busy semester ahead of us. So you'll notice this should be set up the way you're accustomed to as far as from a Canvas standpoint. Your announcements, I've already posted one announcement. Once this video is finished, I'll be posting this video and the next one. I do recommend that you check your email every single day, Monday through Friday, to be looking for the announcements from me. I do post some important things, so those are things to be checking for. I'm going to skip the simple syllabus. That's where the syllabus is. I'm going to go to the modules. So here for the modules, in here, this HESI Elsevier, you will want to click into this EAQ and make sure that you can get in without any problems. And then the case studies, those will be due later on, and those are located on the syllabus. And then you'll notice that for our first week here, we'll be talking about pain and cultural and some professional concepts. If you just literally click through each little part here, it'll take you to everything you need to know. So the overview gives you that overview. Then actually I have the actual readings right here. This paper here, this Do I Know module, I recommend that you download that right away. This is basically your blueprint for the exam. So if you can answer these questions, there's a higher chance that you're going to do well on the exams. And I know that you all want to do that. So again, sorry I got interrupted in the video. The Do I Know modules, I do recommend that you start working on them kind of as you're doing your CPAs, your class preparation assignments. So you can kind of see what things coincide, and that'll give you an increased idea of those really important things to know for class. Pardon me. Class resources, so the actual PowerPoint is here. This chart stuff here, we'll be doing that in class. I'll actually also be posting a link to a voiceover for this PowerPoint that I created. I forgot to do that before I started this video. But if you want to listen to a voiceover of the PowerPoint, that will be available for you also. Any Kahoots or other things that we do afterwards, those will be posted after the class. Supplemental resources. Now you can see on here there are a lot of supplemental resources. A lot of students get overwhelmed by this. My recommendation is not to try to watch every single supplemental resource. My recommendation is to look and see what the class preparation assignment is. If there's something that you're struggling with, the textbook's not making it clear, or you aren't understanding it, then come to some of these videos, or they might be a web page. Click on those, and that will help you understand the material. But trying to fit all these in with all the other things that you have to do, that can be difficult, and so that's probably not your best plan of action. Where did my next button go? There it is. During class, at the end of class, we'll do a aha moment and a muddy point moment. You will want to hit the subscribe button. You can see that I subscribe that, and then I will put the answers to those Q&A sections in here, and you'll be able to come back and review that. I can tell you from teaching this course several other times, the students find very helpful information in this Q&A section. I do post an announcement once I have answered those questions. I recommend that you read those prior to the next class. We'll also do something called a 1-minute recall, and a lot of the information that you would need for that 1-minute recall, where you can earn some candy prizes, can be found in this Q&A section. So it would benefit you to review those prior to the next class. So here's where you'll find your CPA. You'll click it, you'll upload it. Make sure that you upload it in a document that I can open. Notice that's good faith effort on every question. You're not leaving any blanks. And that I will tell you that students who put good time and effort into these CPAs and then use these as study tools for the class do better on the exams. These CPAs, class preparation assignments, were very carefully picked out to help you be successful, to help you be more aware of the information you need to know. Syllabus quiz. You will want to take this quiz. It is due prior to class time. And so the answers will be visible after that. And some of the answers to the syllabus quiz will be in this video that you won't find anywhere else. So you'll want to make sure that you are paying attention to that. All right. So we'll go back to modules. There was our CPA. This was the syllabus quiz. And then this is the pain case study that will be due not until February 5th. This is only a placeholder for telling you that it's due. In order to get to this one, again, remember you have to go back up to this link here to get to that. All right, so now I want to spend a little bit of time going over the syllabus and some of the expectations for the class. So notice that I clicked on Simple Syllabus. We'll recenter this a little bit better now. All right, I'm not going to read this to you. BSN learning outcomes, those are the same. Notice that my office hours are right after class in Oxford. I do teach on Thursdays here at Hamilton, which is where I am right now. So if you need to talk to me or meet with me other times, we can always meet at Zoom. But Thursdays are pretty much out for me based on teaching 2 other classes that day. This is your first med-surg class. Course outcomes, again, I'm not going to read that to you. The textbook. There are people who try to get through this course without the textbook, and I definitely do not recommend that. They tend to struggle and don't do as well. You will use this textbook for all of your med-surg courses. You have 3 med-surg courses, so it is worth the investment to have it. The developing clinical judgment, this textbook, we will be working out of this too. Some of the other things we won't work, but it has some of those NGN that you may have heard about, the new test style questions in here. And it's not just med-surg content, so it is beneficial to use for other classes too to help practice. Of course, you need to make sure that you have your Elsevier account. Methods of evaluation. So this class, your class preparation assignments, your HESI case studies, your EAQs, the syllabus quiz, those are all worth 10%. The exams, you have 3 of them. Those are worth 25% each. And then you do have a final comprehensive HESI custom final exam that is worth 15%. In order for this 10% to count, you have to have at least a 73% to be passing from your testing scores. And otherwise, this 10% won't count to help bring you up. If you have the 73% passing on your testing scores, but then your other thing brings you down, then you would end up not being successful in this class. And nobody gets into nursing school to not be successful. Class attendance is expected. I do take attendance every single class. If you are absent from class, please make sure that you contact and let me know. The class preparation assignments, those CPAs that are due every day before the class time. If you're sick, don't come. Email me prior to class. You still have to turn in your CPA, but you're still able to get an exemption for that CPA, meaning that you won't get a 0, you won't get the 25 points. It will be as if it didn't happen. It neither hurts nor helps your grade. If you don't email me and you miss class, then you get a 0 for that. You only get one exemption, so make sure that you choose that wisely. You never know when you're going to be sick throughout the semester. Cell phones, again, you guys are adult learners. I recognize that, but it's just distracting to other people if you're on your cell phone, texting, shopping, whatever the case may be. Books, I do recommend that you bring them to class. The assignments are currently listed in the course syllabus. I do try to have a due date for all of them, but you are responsible for all those course assignments, even if there's not a due date actually assigned in there. All right, we talked about the class preparation. HESI case studies, these are graded. You do get to use your best attempt. I cannot tell you how important these case studies are. So you really want to give your best effort with these case studies. I learn every time I do one of these case studies. And what I learn is when I read the rationales for all of the answers, not just the one that's the correct one. I actually learn more by reading the rationales of the incorrect answers. So I know that you guys are super busy, but I really can't stress enough about how important it is to do those case studies and read those rationales. EAQs, this is not part of your testing score, but it is part of your 10%, and these are based on your first attempt. You get to do them once, and that's it. There are no redos on those. Grading scale, you should be familiar with that. Of course, it is the testing score course. I've already talked about that 73%. Talked about that. Talked about the HESI. You do have the HESI grading. So based on your performance will be, if you score greater than 1050, you'll get 100%. And I had quite a few students last semester who had hundreds on their HESI remediation. If you fall to this 899 or below, you are required to do HESI remediation. If you don't do that remediation, you lose 10% off of your HESI score. And unfortunately, that did happen to students before, even though I tried to send emails, reminders, but they just forgot. Academic integrity, I don't know, is nurses, we're the most trusted profession out there. That needs to start in nursing school. We'll talk more about that before exams, though. All of our exams will be on ExamSoft. Late assignments, I don't accept late assignments, but if you contact me, we can see if there's some special extenuating circumstances. And then this is your course calendar. This is one of the most important parts of your syllabus. It literally tells you what reading you need to do. Has all of the content that we're going to cover, and then it has your assignments in times and that they are due. So obviously I'm not going to read through that. Yay, we do have spring break. The bad thing is that we do come back, and then we have a test that week that we come back. And then at the very end, the HESI Comprehensive Final. I don't know when that date is, but once that is, I will be sure to let everybody know. So other things to know as far as for this course is that the CPAs, I do not have an answer key for the CPA. Every answer that you need to know for the CPA is in either your PowerPoint that's available to you or your textbook. There are no questions that you can't find the answers to those. If you would like to have an answer key for the CPA, I am very happy to do that, but we will change the CPAs from a best effort to a graded option, and then I'll give the answers out. So that's something that we can decide as a class if that's something that you would like. I think that is everything. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know, and be sure to do your syllabus quiz before class starts. Thanks, and I look forward to meeting everybody next week.